front. Ready? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sergeant Michael Miller of the 23rd Regiment of Foot, Royal Welsh Fusiliers in America. And we are now going to perform our drill, and which includes the movements that every soldier had to know to use his weapon. Also a firing demonstration, and then we'll have a surprise for you at the very end. We represent the Grenadiers, who are the tallest fellows in every regiment, and of course the light infantry, of which I am a sergeant, and the gentleman here on the end of the line is a light infantryman. The Grenadiers were historically the taller, stronger gentlemen in the regiment, and the light infantry were the fastest thinkers, fastest on their feet. The Grenadiers were used in the Revolution for the same purpose as light infantry in quite a few battles, which was scouting and skirmishing, but their main purpose in life prior to the Revolution was to charge up and throw grenades at redoubts and fortifications, and be used as a bludgeon to smash your way through a line of infantry. The light infantry, as I said, was used as a skirmishing, scouting, and protecting columns and camps. So the first position you see them in is the position of a soldier. This is the first position they would learn. The next thing is, poise your firelocks. This is a position of inspection, so you can go through and make sure that the flints are all right, they're tight and fitted into the dog's head, and also that the musket looks like it's in serviceable condition. Rest your firelocks. This is a salute, position of salute, if you will. Order firelocks. This is more of an at ease position. Then we have clasp hands, stand at ease. Take up your firelocks. Rest your firelocks. Shoulder firelocks. These movements would be drilled into your head day after day after day until they became almost machine-like in their performance of them. The next thing they would be taught is how to load their muskets. You would be taught to prime and load. How you would prime and load your musket: you'd bring it up so the lock is under your right breast. You would open your pan. You're already at half cock. You would take a cartridge out of your cartridge box. You had to have two opposing teeth to be in the British Army, so you could fight and tear the top off the cartridge. Then you would pour amount of powder in your pan, close your frizzen. You'd come about, pour the powder down the muzzle. The ball is in the end of this cartridge. So once the powder goes in, you'd put the cartridge and ball in, you would ram it down, and you're ready for firing. Gentlemen, if you will, prepare to prime and load. Prime and load. The British private was trained to do this 3 times a minute, every 20 seconds. They were the fastest in the world, and that's probably why they did such a good job at conquering most of the world. They could fire faster than any other army in the entire world. Get them up, gentlemen, get them up. Yeah, it's all good. That's good. You're good. To the right about, face. Make ready. Freeze it. Fire. Prime and load. Now they would be required, as I said, to do that 3 times a minute. The reason that we fire and volley is, number one, these things aren't that accurate. They start becoming accurate somewhere between 100 and 80 yards. Okay, so they're not that accurate. Also, for the command and control, well, everyone has to fire at once, so we're all on the same page. And when we fire at once, because of their inaccuracy, we put as much lead into one spot all at one time in the hopes of hitting somebody. Make ready! Freeze it! Fire! Nice volley, lads. One more time. One more time. If it didn't fire, dump. Yes. Start over. And then just turn it upside down. There you go. Start over. That's all right. Just redo it.
Sergeant, he's just a new recruit
Yes.
from the battalion.
Make sure
company,
you
so
turn
can't
the
help.
barrel facing down, right? You're good, you're good. Load it as you would normally.
Probably one of those special
We have a
recruits.
new recruit who's learning his trade right now, so. Make ready! Freeze it! Fire! Nice. Very good, very good. Come to the shoulder. To the right about, face. The next method the British were very good at right up through the First World War, when they finally decided machine guns were more powerful than a certain item we're going to use now. The British were renowned for this. They could drive enemies off the field with these. Gentlemen, if you please, prepare to fix bayonets. Fix bayonets! Shoulder, arm. Charge, bayonets! Shoulder, arms. You yell, gentlemen, I want to hear like you want to kill somebody, not like they're calling across the street. Charge, bayonets! To the front! March! Halt! Shoulder, arm! Now, if you can imagine us coming at you while you're fumbling about trying to load another round into your musket, or trying to get your bayonet on and defend yourself against us, you can imagine why, for many years in the American Revolution, the American Army ran away. It was only after von Steuben and training, that they were able to actually stand up to a British bayonet charge. So we will do that again. To the right about, face. To the front, march. Prepare. Halt. To the right about, you are at the open order. Don't bunch together. To the right about, face. Charge your bayonets. To the front, charge. Halt. Shoulder, arms. Unfix bayonets! And that was what a bayonet charge would be like, except there'd be a lot more people involved and a lot of screaming, yelling, that's what. So do you have any questions? Are you perfect? Yes.
Question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
Are you 300 years old?
I am 359 years old.
I'm
I'm a sergeant. I live
for.
forever.
Are you still alive? No one.
Why am I still alive? Because I'm a sergeant. We live forever.
I thought people only lived to one.
That's just people. I'm a sergeant. Sorry. Oh, the Pfeiffer. Would you like to talk about being a fifer?
Sure.
All right. This is our new fifer. He does a fantastic job, and he will explain what the musicians' use were on the battlefield, while I bring the rest of them to a more restful position. Go right ahead. 23rd.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the fife instrument. It is essentially a flute, but it's much smaller and the pitch is much higher. Now this, and accompanied by the drum, was used by the British Army and most 18th century European armies for regulation of commands, for orders, for marking the time during the day, and also for keeping morale. Now there's different kinds of songs that can be played on this, and some of them can be for telling the soldiers when to go eat, telling them when to retire to their barracks, telling them when to come out of the barracks in the morning, and so on and so forth. There are also several songs that were simply popular tunes during the time that would help to raise morale and were played on the march to keep time with the steps.
Play us a song.
So, this tune is called the Drummer's Call and is used to assemble the musicians at any time of day. That was only 2 repetitions. This would normally be played maybe 15, 20, 50 times until everybody was gathered. And you can imagine how that might annoy some people, but it would get their attention. A popular tune that could be played on the march, this is Welcome Here Again.
Handle firelocks. Rest your firelocks. Shoulder firelocks. To the right about, face. To the front, quick, march. Prepare, halt. Don't bunch up. Prepare to prime and load, prime and load. I'll give you one last pause, and then any questions you have, please feel free to direct them to any member. Let's go, lads. Get them up. Make ready. Present. Fire! Nice. Very good. To the right about. Sorry. Play that. Shoulder. Firelocks. To the right about. Face. That is our presentation for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming. And please pay your taxes. We need to eat.
No taxation without representation.
Huzzah! Potato sack races on 30 on the lawn.
I'll dismiss you.
It's the final time of fire today.
Secure.
Oh, secure, yeah.
So half cock.
Half cock.
Two hands.
Open your pins.
Wonderful art.
We're going to secure it.
Think we're gonna go.
Prepare to secure firelocks.
Basically, you just took it.
Secure firelocks. And you all come down at once. Put a good wrap or two. Direct firelocks. Without ceremony, dismissed. Please mingle.
Great.